Hey everyone, so in today's video we're going to be doing a box opening on a little handheld chainsaw. It's made, I got it on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description so you can get one if you're looking for one. And we're going to test it out today and do a box opening and just see how it looks in the box. So this is made by a company called Tingmengte, and it's like I said, you can find them on Amazon. Here's what the box looks like. Let's go ahead and open it. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Alright, instructions with some gloves and a little, like a little brush and a little squeezer bottle. We got a chain, got some safety glasses, 2 batteries, comes with a screwdriver. This is actually kind of a nice screwdriver, and the machine itself. Got the battery charger. I'm going to go ahead and plug these batteries in right now, just because I want to make sure that they're charged up when we're ready to use this thing. Comes with 2 of them. It says they're 24 volts. Doesn't have an amp hourage on here. Just kind of says what they are on the side. And it looks like they just get plugged in right here. And then plugged into the wall. So there's a little light indicator on here, probably red and green. Let's check it out. So like I expected, there is a red light, and we'll probably have to wait for it to turn green. Just going to leave this up here on top of my toolbox until it gets green. While we're letting that battery charge up, let's go ahead and look this machine over real quick. So you got a knob here, and this knob is just for taking off this cover, and we'll take that off in a minute, but before we do that, let's look it over. So this is just a bar cover. This is just to protect your hands from getting cut up on that chain. It has a chain tensioner, and it's right here. It's a screw. That's why it comes with a screwdriver. You just tighten it up and it'll tighten up the chain. Chain's real tight right there. And you could have it as tight as loose as you want. I recommend having it tight because once you start cutting, the chain's gonna stretch. It's gonna loosen up a little bit. So just you're gonna have to kind of keep playing with it until it's broken. All right. So what else? Comes with a little oil reservoir here, and this is for your bar oil. Now when you buy a chainsaw or anything that has a moving chain blade like this, you're gonna have to put some kind of bar oil in here. And what that does is that just lubricates your chain and makes it so your sprocket doesn't get seized up. So there's a little breather hole in here, so just wanted to show you guys that. It also comes with a little dropper for your oil. I guess you just put oil in here and squeeze it in there, or you can just get a funnel. And typical bar oil, you can get it at any hardware store. You can order it on Amazon. So that's how you tighten up your chain. This is a guard, so you don't have any kickback, I guess. So when you're cutting, it doesn't fly back at you and cut you. And then to operate this thing, you just depress this button and press this button while the battery's in, and it looks like it works. It's pretty big too, like for your hand. Pretty good size if you have big hands. Even small hands will probably fit around this pretty well. Let's go ahead and take this off and see what's under here. So we're going to loosen this up, and this should come all the way off. It does. Set that aside, and then your cover here comes off. And this is going to show you what it looks like on the inside. So if you ever need to change this chain, you're going to have to take it off like this. This is your bar. This is your chain. This is your sprocket. This little knob right here, this little nub, that's going to be for your chain tensioner, and that's what this little screw right here controls. I'm going to go ahead and put this back on, and the battery's not fully charged yet, but we're going to throw it on here just so we can kind of see how this works. And then once it's all charged up all the way, then I'll bring it outside and we'll cut some stuff with it. See how good this thing cuts. Alright, so we got the battery, slides in just like a typical battery for a drill, and it works. Has some lights here too as well, you can see. They light up. There's no, I'm not sure if that's your battery or if it's just like your how fast your blade's going. But yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this battery. Alright, let's go ahead and put some bar oil in here. See how that goes in here. There's a little nipple here too for getting it up, I guess, or maybe you could check the level with that. That's kind of nice. I have this little funnel, but it's not going to work, so I just got this cup here. We're going to dump some bar oil in here. This is just some cheap stuff that you can get from Lowe's or anywhere. I'm just going to dump a little bit in there. Nothing ridiculous. I can put it back in here, this measuring cup, and we're gonna test out this little thing. That's what it looks like. It's got a little metal. That's weird. Oh, I see, I see. So that's what the hole in the cap is for, is to put that in there and fill it up that way. That's kind of cool. We'll try it that way and see. And that's gonna go in this little hole right here, and it makes it so I guess you don't spill it everywhere. This hole is kind of small, and you need a really small funnel to get it in there. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and try it this way and see. It's real slow going, which is fine if you don't want to make a mess. You can try pouring directly in here, but just pour it everywhere. This hole's very small under the cap. I got a good amount in there, not all of it, but let's go ahead and try to push on this nipple and see what happens. Yeah, it's coming up in there, you can see it. There it is, it's all in there. I guess that's a good way to check and make sure it's full. So I have these two trees by my driveway that haven't been trimmed up in a while, and I drive through here a lot, and these branches hit my side-by-side windshield a lot, and so we're gonna go ahead and fix that problem right now and make them look a little bit cleaner. So that's the whole point of this thing, and let's try it out. That's pretty good. There's the trees right there. Did a pretty good job. I really like this tool. It did pretty well. Best part is that it only had that battery charging for about 10 minutes, so it must have had a charge from the factory still in it. But it made all the cuts exactly how I wanted them to. The chain got a little bit looser, you can see there, which is good. You just want to keep checking on that. And so again, it's made by here we go, Tingmengte, and did a great job. I'll put a link in the description. You'll be able to buy this on Amazon if you're interested in one, and I definitely recommend it for taking down little limbs like that, things that you can only use one hand for. Chainsaws usually, you got to use two hands. This thing you can easily reach up and get something up tall, get on a ladder. Kind of harder with a real chainsaw, but extremely impressed. If you guys like watching these videos, hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. And just pour some in here. Oops, and there it goes all over the place. Definitely use the right size funnel, otherwise that'll happen.